Monday. You guys ever?
Hey, what happened? What happened to the house band? Are they? Did we lose them in the cutbacks too? Because they were cranking for a while there, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Yeah, the house band. Yeah, we lost everybody.
We're losing everybody around here.
Hello, nobody. We're still hanging on though. The rope's getting lean, but we're in there for now. Anyways, good morning, Jeff and Jeremy. You guys do car ranch at your house?
Car what?
Car ranch. Maybe ask the kids if they're into car ranch. Maybe your daughter, does she like ranch dressing? Does your son like ranch dressing?
Oh God, I thought you're like when you say car ranch, I was thinking like a bunch of cars sitting
At
around.
A ranch, because that's our generation. But no, car ranch is ranch that has been living in your car. Those packets you get at fast food restaurants.
Oh God, no, never. I would never trust that.
Never. And then people eat it at will because they're like, oh, I kind of feel the same way. If I get a packet of mustard or ketchup or a hot sauce from a restaurant, and it's in my glove box for weeks on end, I'll still eat it. I feel like it's got enough
you're
preservatives.
okay with that. I think I've opened some questionable ketchup before because it comes out a little on the oily side, and I'm like, oh,
I save them.
Probably not going to use that.
I put them in a Ziploc bag, and then when I go camping or somewhere where I don't want to bring a big thing of ketchup, it's perfect. And sometimes they're months old. Well, I don't know about ranch dressing.
Tell you, hot sauce has to last forever.
It does.
There's some hot
vinegar
sauce in here.
and
that I'm like, I don't know if this is still good. I know it's been here for 7 years, but I really want to spice up what I'm eating. And I'll go to it, and it's the same consistency as if I went over to Taco Bell and grabbed it right now.
My God, those might be left over for me. Are they fire sauce packets?
Yeah, they are. They're in a Ziploc bag.
I used to put them, in the cupboard on the right.
Yeah, by the coffee.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I kept them. Oh my God, Jeff, those are really old. A mother
I know they are, but
on
that's
Instagram
fine.
is freaking out.
They still hold up.
Because her daughter wanted some ranch the other night at dinner. I think they were eating chicken. She said, I really want some ranch. We don't have any ranch, sweetheart. So she thought her daughter, who's 17, was, when she walked out the front door, was going to get in her car and go to the store. But she walked out and within seconds walked right back in, sat down, opened up this little packet. She goes, where'd you get that? She goes, oh, it's been in my car for a couple of months. Mother's like, don't eat that. She's like, it's fine. Here, try it. She's like, no way.
Yeah, ranch, though, there's like things that go bad in ranch, right? And in heat. And like, I have an affliction for energy drinks, and I have an affliction for my
What is your affliction? What energy drink are you into now?
I like C4. I like Bang.
I see Bang. That looks like such cheap crap.
Bang is
Have you tried the Celsius yet? It's a little bit more money, but it's supposed to be better for you.
I do like Celsius. Celsius is probably. So I go, this is where I go.
But $2 for a drink, it seems like a lot.
Though. Celsius is good. I would say if I was to rank energy drinks in order, I got to go with my OG, and that is Rockstar Fruit Punch, zero sugar. Then I would go.
That's not a bad one. I've had that one.
Celsius Peach is gas. Okay, but
the carbonated one, right, or the flat?
Yes, yeah. It goes down too smooth.
Okay,
like it's too easy to drink. That's the problem with this. You're putting a lot of caffeine in your body, and when you do it in like 30 seconds, you get the jitters a little bit later on. So you got to slow drink it. And then I would say, pretty much every flavor of C4 I've tried is good. Now, these are all zero sugar variety. And then Bang. Bang would be number 4.
Yeah.
So Rockstar, Celsius, C4, Bang. I've tried others, and they don't even.
You have an affliction for energy drinks, and what else do you have an affliction for?
Affection. I said affection.
I thought you said affliction.
My cool box in my van.
Oh, were you the air conditioning blows in there to keep stuff cool?
Because it keeps my energy drinks cold. And unless you have something
really
like that,
it really works.
It does. It really does.
And is it just the air conditioning blowing cold air in a box?
Yeah, but it's harnessed in such a way that it works really well. Like sometimes I open it up and I'm like, whoa, that's too cold to drink at this point. I mean, it will get stuff cold from here to home, from work to home. But so I wouldn't even trust the ranch if it was in that cool box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. I can't.
Ranch and tartar sauce. You don't want to mess with that.
Anything that's white. I'm
Stay
not going
away.
to trust
Yeah.
coming out of a condiment packet in my car for long periods of time.
It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
This is kind of common sense, but these are things you should never do on a plane. You want to take any guesses what some of these items might be?
Fart.
Well, yes, but they say eat foods that'll give you gas because the pressure will make you fart.
Yeah.
Walk around barefoot. How many people do you see walk around barefoot on an airplane? They are disgusting. They don't clean those floors. People are pissing on their feet in the bathrooms or walking down the carpet.
My daughter must have found out that there's pee on the floor in the bathrooms, the public bathrooms. You want to see a full-out karate rage is when my son puts his shoed feet on my daughter. It's like you ever see somebody just snap and then snap out of the middle of freaking nowhere?
So he knows, and he does this to get her goat.
Sometimes it's on accident. Like they'll be in the back seat of the car or something like that. And like he'll pull his feet up to get comfortable and like kick them off to the side. And as I well documented, my son is big for his age, so he doesn't know the boundaries of his body very well. And
he's crossing that personal space line and touching your daughter with his naked, nasty feet.
My daughter's turning 13 in about a week,
right?
And she and like he will, but she still carries like stuffed animals and stuff like that. You know, she still has these like things of comfort to her, and he'll like accidentally put his feet on the stuffed animal, and oh my god, dude, you have to pull over the car, not because you're mad, because you're afraid somebody's going to die, okay? And I tell her, I wouldn't give that information to him because he's going to use that.
Does she hit him or does she yell?
Oh, hit, kick, yell, scream. I mean, it sets it off, man. It sets it off. Oh, she can't. And that's what she uses as her defense. He walks around in bathrooms all the time, and he's wearing his shoes.
Well, she's not wrong, but
I know exactly. I'm like, all right, hey, could you please try not to put your shoes on her?
See, we weren't allowed to put our feet on the seats, so
yeah, because your dad drove like a Ford Fairlane or something like that.
If you were my dad and I was in that back seat as your son and your daughter was my sister and she yelled like that, he would pull the car over and then pull me out of the car and say, were your feet on the seat? And I would say, yes. He'd say, all right, drop your pants. You're getting a spanking.
Drop your pants.
Yeah, he didn't spank through the pants. You had to bare ass.
Too much protection?
Yep, too much protection.
Okay.
No protection. No shield. Leather on ass.
Wow.
Okay, other things you shouldn't do besides walking around barefoot. Drink too much alcohol. They say it hits you harder on the airplane.
Out of that conversation
right there. They say it hits you harder. I don't know about that. I've had a 2-hour flight and had 4 Bloody Marys. I think it's because they make them so damn strong.
No, I think it's an elevation thing. I do think it's an elevation thing. Because I've been up on top of Kingsbury Grade.
Got hammered or what?
Above Lake Tahoe. Yes. And not had that many drinks.
Let's get hammered. We only need 2 beers. Let's go. Right now. Get them.
I'm like, wow, you really get your bang for the buck at the Red Fox or whatever.
So do you sober up as you go down? And then elevation?
Not really, because you don't go down that much. I mean, you were going down from like 9,000 to 8,000.
Let's get hammered. We'll be sober by the time we get to the bottom.
I swear, you get drunker in Tahoe than you do anywhere else because the elevation.
Oh, well, one of the drunkest I've ever been was in Tahoe. So
yeah, see?
The worst hangover I've ever had.
You can't argue with that rationale.
They say make sure you hydrate because you need it up there. Cabins are super dry. Dress in layers. Well, this is kind of common sense because you know that air conditioning, man. It's either cranking on one flight or you're hotter than hell. You're never just comfortable. Have you noticed that?
And summer travel too, because it is the difference of going from Paso Robles at 2:00 in the afternoon down to Morro Bay at 2:30 in the afternoon. That is the difference between going to the plane and sitting in the plane.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
All right. These are this is the best day to break up during the week. You used to do a lot of breaking up, but you did a lot of what you called, I think, ghosting, where you just stopped talking to people. So you're probably really bad at breaking up.
No. The ghost always began on Wednesday as a result of this. I'm a big believer in this philosophy.
Oh, well, this day, they say is Thursday, not Wednesday.
Yes, right. But when you ghost, you have to give it 24 hours ramp up.
Oh, I see. So, okay, your theory was don't return their calls, don't talk to them on Wednesday.
Start not talking to them on Wednesday when they call on Thursday. Really cement that legacy that I'm not calling you back. And then Friday, when they see you out chatting somebody else up, they get the message. That is the most conflict-friendly way to deal with you know what I mean. You get the least amount of conflict from that.
I see.
Yeah,
okay.
You do have to make eye contact with them and see the look of disappointment on their face. But then you just take a shot after that, and then you're fine to move on.
If you break up on Thursday, you can take a sick day on Friday, according to this. Is this a blogger?
That's new. That's new school thinking. That's snowflakes thinking. Like
you have a 3-day weekend to heal and do what you need.
You should take a day off. You should take a personal day
to get yourself ready for Monday. Well, if you're doing the breaking up, you should be celebrating on Friday and Saturday.
Go out to the lake.
Like, damn, ladies, it's happened. Open for business. We're doing a re-grand opening this weekend. A re-grand opening.
Trade in the suntan lotion for the suntan oil, my friend.
We're skipping the soft opening and we're going to the grand opening. Because you got Friday and Saturday. You go out with your friends. Forget about that cheating whore.
Well, we never know what this is. There's lots of reasons for breaking up.
Exactly.
It doesn't always have to be the cheating H.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is what it is. I've long been a believer that this is the
you
best
break up
thing.
on Sunday. You got to go to work on Monday. You got all week. You can't hang out with your boys. Ladies, you can't hang out with your girls. To do whatever you guys do. Whether you eat ice cream or cry. I don't know.
The worst time to break up with somebody. I went on a trip, and before I kind of was like, I don't know if we should keep doing this relationship thing. I'm going to go on a trip and I'm going to think about it. And I had a blast on the trip. And it's not like I did not like cheat or hook up or anything like that.
But you didn't miss.
I had a good time being free.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the life for me. At that time in my life, that was the life for me.
Yeah.
And so first thing I did, call her up when I get back from the trip. I was like, yeah, this is not going to go.
Freedom. Did you play that song?
And she hounded me like none other for weeks.
You had a good, there was something about you that attracted psychos. You had a few crazies.
Yeah, but I mean, I also, it's a numbers game. Anybody who in sales knows what I'm talking about.
The more volume, the more crazy.
The more volume, the more wild cards you're going to have.
Yeah, you're going to get a few wild cards.
It's a numbers game. And so, yeah, because there was a lot, then there were some crazies. And I got to be honest with you, there were some that I broke up with. I look back and I'm like, I don't know why I broke up with that.
I'll tell you this, for the guy that married his high school sweetheart, it was always entertaining for me.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
no, it's like a soap opera for you.
That one blonde girl that she was just psycho, man. She would just not say anything. Mm-hmm. She would get upset, and you would just tell, like, oh my God, is she going to pull out a knife and stab all of us?
Right. Yeah. Like her eyes would like perk up like a mom. Like she was like
bulge out a little, like
Rosemary's Baby's mom.
So there you go. Break up on Thursdays. Have the weekend to party and or do whatever you need to do to get your feelings
go
in
have
check.
fun. Go have fun. If you need to take a personal day and cry over a pint of ice cream, then do you, okay?
Ladies, go to the spa. Guys, we're going to the bars.
It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Yes, it is the Greyhound of cruise ships. What's the Greyhound of cruise ships, Jeremy?
Carnival?
Yes, there you go. Women are facing federal charges after they slapped each other on a Carnival cruise. These are federal assault citations following a physical altercation aboard the Carnival Spirit. Oh, this is a boat that I've ridden on, and I've ridden on this itinerary.
I think I heard about this story over the weekend. What was the reason for them getting in a fight? Was it a guy? Were they fighting over a guy?
Tanya Nelson approached Lisa Horace and her husband.
Lisa, you Horace.
This isn't an account settlement line. And so what happens is people
Oh, this is usually when you get off the boat, isn't it?
who are really bad at, like, so Carnival's good at doing one thing, and that is getting you drunk while you're a captive in order to get you to spend more money.
Right.
And that's what people do. I've done it. Anybody who's been on a Carnival cruise has done this. And you get a bill slid underneath your door the morning that you're packing all your stuff and getting ready to get off this boat that you've been trapped on for 7 days. And you're like, whoa. We spent this much money? What the hell? And then you have to go down, you have to account settlement. A lot of times what ends up happening is people put it on a credit card, max the crap out of that credit card, and Carnival's like, you still owe us $2,000. And then you have to give them another credit
Wow, you know
card.
the stories too well. Did this happen to you?
Yes, this did happen on my honeymoon. And I realized then, I was like, okay, the cruise needs to be closely looked at moving forward. And so what happens is people are already pissed off in this line, right? Like people, like it's tension. It's high tension in this line. Okay. And they are really mad. And Lisa Horace and her husband were in the line. Tanya Nelson went up to them and said, you're standing in the wrong line. This is designated for diamond and platinum members. And she's like, bitch.
How does she know if you're diamond or not, or platinum or not?
You can just tell by looking at that trash. Okay? I'm telling you. Nelson, so Nelson kept touching Lisa's husband's shoulder. So Tanya kept touching Lisa's husband's shoulder. And she said, don't touch my husband. And then she slapped her. And then the other one then Lisa slapped Tanya back. And it intensified as Tanya tried to kick Lisa while crew members had to intervene. And then Tanya claimed that Lisa jumped on her back, and the Carnival staff had to separate the woman as several bystanders witnessed the confrontation. They reviewed the surveillance footage, and they said this warrants federal charges of assault.
Federal?
Physical altercation. Federal assault citation.
Because what, you're on a federal waterway or something like that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, because I think you're at a port.
Yeah.
And a port
is regulated by the feds. Yeah.
By the feds.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, don't mess around on a freaking boat, man.
That was like the other day. I was watching this thing on YouTube. This guy had put red and blue lights in his car, and he was pulling, I don't know if he was pulling people over, or he was trying to like get past them, and the cops caught up with him. And next thing you know, he gets pulled over. He goes to jail and gets charged with a felony for impersonating a police officer. Don't do that. Don't try to pull people over or get them out of your way by flashing your lights.
Didn't you used to do that?
Nope.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I was in high school and I didn't have red and blue lights, but
I was under 18?
Under 18. I don't know. Yes, I was under 18, I think. And I had these wigwag lights where my headlights would offset. And I used to goof around, but that was, the statute of limitations has got to be up on that. It was 30 plus years ago. Don't call me out, man. But don't do that because it's a federal offense. And don't get in a fight on a cruise ship or you're going to prison.
Jeff and Jeremy.
Holy cow. I know you said something about this in the past couple of weeks, but I don't think it really registered. The average tax refund was $2,825 this year. But that was up $2,300 from last year.
Yeah, we did talk a little bit about this
Last
a few weeks ago.
year's tax return was $525, and this year's is $2,825. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, ours is up, but I mean, I think it was because when we bought a house in the first year, the interest hadn't kicked in, and the interest kicked in this year, so ours was quite a bit.
The second year of the house is always nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Even though
First year, I was like, hey, what the hell? Come
I'm
on,
like,
man.
can I buy some cool stuff? Where's my share? And she's like, that's going into savings. Is your wife the boss? My wife is the boss.
So, yes. So,
just
actually,
live in her
they asked 2,000 taxpayers of the ones that got the standard or the average refund or close to average, what they're doing with their money. And 71% of them said they'd already spent it or planned spending what was coming back. That's where we fall. 98% of people said they used the money for essentials, like monthly bills.
Firearms are
groceries,
essential, so essential to protect yourself.
credit card debt from the tax man, right?
But she didn't agree. She's like, we already have firearms. You don't need more. I go, yes, you do. You need as many as you can before they take them all away from you, or try to.
Only 18% purchased luxuries. They treated themselves on things like clothes and entertainment.
Yeah, waste.
Only 66%.
How's a
of
T-shirt
people-
going to save your life? How's a new purse or a new pair of shoes going to save you?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Coach bag, is it bulletproof? Come on. 2/3 of people, 66%, were aware of recent tax law changes. I got to be honest with you, I was not aware of them. When my tax man called me up and he said, hey, I need a record of your overtime, I'm like, why the hell would you need a record of
Was
my
that a
overtime?
Trump
You've never
thing?
Yeah. You've never asked
He
for
did a
this
few
before.
things. Yeah, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on the elderly, or what is it? If you're
And that was the thing.
if you own your home,
I-
you weren't supposed to have to pay.
The no tax on tips I knew about, but I don't work in a tip industry, so it didn't really apply to me. I thought it was cool for people that got tips, but I didn't know. I didn't know it would apply to me because it was no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. And he goes, do you have anything that shows how much overtime you worked? I was like, I imagine I can find something for you. I'll scrape it up. It's like, but why are you asking? You've never asked for this before. He's like, duh. This is exactly what tax guy Billy said to me. Duh, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. And I'm like, duh, do you know what the post of a frickin' a song on the radio is? Like, don't talk to me about your industry terms, bro.
Oh, you were talking like our ramp where we talk up songs?
Yeah. Like, unless you want me to throw that back at you.
Oh, slept it. All right. So the nice thing is he saved you a lot of money, or he got you a lot of money that you can now put towards a vacation or Christmas
which is what
for
we
your
ended up-
kids.
We
or,
ended up doing a little bit of all that, like bills.
or something for
vacation.
your house or paying bills down. Yeah. Wherever you're at.
So it's, I mean, that I consider that basic living expenses.
Yeah.
And a little bit of
I'm good on
discretionary purchases.
I'm good on the Orange Man for that. I'm not good on what's going on right now in Iran. I wish I knew more about it. I wish I knew more about the threat. I wish
It's weird.
I
It's
wish
weird. I was thinking about this.
I
the
wish
other day.
that this thing wraps up quickly
Yeah.
because the gas prices. It's so frustrating when we produce enough oil, but we still buy oil from other places.
Well,
That one
California,
gets
bro.
me. It's not
that's a
just
California
California though. It's not just California. Gas prices are crazy everywhere in the country.
well, they're crazy in relativity. I mean, like our gas prices have gone up relative to everybody else's gas prices.
But ours go up more because of the California gas tax.
We also did something pretty stupid because we had a lot of refineries here that were working, and then people were like, "Oh, they're not friendly to the environment."
Right.
And then they're like, "Okay, fine, we'll ship it around from all over the world, and then really f up the environment just to make it so you don't have an oil refinery within 100-mile
Guilty
radius of your
conscience.
house." Gosh, like if you don't see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't still exist, you morons. But are you going to pay to just put it out of sight? I guess it's like building that thing that you have to build for your trash cans, that little blind, so you don't see the trash cans from the street. You know, it's like building one of those. Trash cans are still there. They got to be there. You need it. They're not going anywhere. Gas is not going anywhere. Okay. So just because you don't have to see it or drive by it when you're on a freeway in the Bay Area doesn't mean that it's not going to still be there. And actually, you're doing a worse job for the environment because you're shipping it on barges from areas that have no environmental protection, like Venezuela.